Let's talk about Raymond Washington. When did you first hear of Raymond?
Well, I never heard the name Raymond Washington until I met him. I met Raymond in 1969.
But you sure he went to jail in 72?
Yeah, he went to jail in '72. They was involved in a misidentity murder, where someone had shot a Crip, and they all went to a party, and he was there. The guy that shot a Crip that was there. He was a Crip himself, but like I say, there were so many of us that everybody didn't know everybody.
Right.
So he shot original West Side Crip, and they caught him at a party and they killed him. Raymond was just there, with the Crips, and he was found guilty, and that was in 1972. At the time, he was locked up in Tracy.
I never heard anything about no Crips or nothing at that point. Me, Bernard Anderson, and Eugene Macro, we used to run together during school hours stealing. We used to ditch school when we were going to Edison. And we used to be all over the place stealing. Every day, this from morning to the time to get out of school, we stealing. And then, after we get home and change our clothes, do whatever, we back out stealing until it's time to come in and go to sleep. But anyway, we stole every day. So we walking down the alleys between 76th Street and 76th Place, between Avalon and Central. But we walking down the alley between McKinley and Walsworth, and we pass a backyard. And as we pass the backyard, this dude step out and say, "Hey y'all, come here." And we just broke out running, because we didn't know this dude. And he was older. He was an older dude. To us, just glancing at someone, you don't get that good look of him. And he looked like an older dude to us. And which he was about 3 or 4 years older than us. At the time, we like 13.
Yeah,
and he like 16, 17 years old. And we just broke out running. And we hit the streets, and we run down the street. And then we hear a voice. Because me and Bernard, we like neck to neck running. We got back parts and everything. And then we hear a voice saying, "If y'all don't come back, I'm gonna blow his head off." He had caught Eugene. He had caught Eugene, and he had Eugene by the shoulder. So Bernard got me to come back with, because I was gonna keep peeling. So we went back, and he told us who he was, and we talked. We talked for about maybe about an hour, close to an hour. We stood there on 76th Street between Walsworth and Central. And we talked for about an hour. And then Big Craig Crowder, he was crossing 76th Street, coming from 76th Place, crossing 76th Street, going down McKinley. And he hollered at Raymond, kept pushing. But that's when I first met Raymond. And then after that, every now and then he come up to Edison. He come up to Edison. I'm starting to see him more and more. Run across him here and there. I never ran with Raymond, but I had gotten to know him. and he knew who I was, you know, because he knew I was a little thief. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, we gave him some bike parts, gave him some keys. We used to have big old pile of keys on our side because we trying keys and going through all the alleys, trying people locks, popping them open, we up in we're having a ball, people stuff. Yeah, so we gave him some keys and stuff, and we went on about our business, and like I say, I started seeing him every now and then.
Who do you think was bigger first, Craig Craddock or Bulldog?
Oh, what, for his name?
Yeah, being Raymond's like really.
Craig Craddock. Craig Craddock and Raymond go back way back.
To the beginning.
Yeah, because they stayed, Craig stayed on 76th Place. Raymond stayed on 76th Street. Stay right there. Just walk around the corner and you had either one of their house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what else about Raymond? Did Raymond have a lot of girls?
No, you know what? I never seen Raymond with females. Did he have them? I don't know. When I used to see Raymond, he was mainly by himself or with someone else, but up to no good.
Did he bully people in your presence?
Nah, Raymond was cool. Man, Raymond was a cool dude, man. Raymond, when I heard about him getting killed, because I was in jail in another time. When I heard about that hurt me, because Raymond was a good dude, you know. Didn't now he got his bully on if he wasn't no Crip. Raymond had socked out a whole bunch of people.
So Raymond had hands.
Yeah, whatever he had, he used it. If he won a loss, he used it.
Chain.
And for this stuff, his fighting skill, he used it. You know, if he lost a fight, he still used his hands.
How was Raymond Washington as an individual?
See, I couldn't answer that question truthfully because a partner I ran with, they didn't get along. And
You got a name?
yeah, Ray Fool. Yeah. And Tracy, he no game, but he from Compton. He from Compton, but he was good from his shoulder. And Russell was good from his shoulder too. And then they think they had a thing up. You had a thing with my partner behind that, who, you know, between those two, who was the tougher. So one time he came behind.
Say his name again?
Ray Fool.
Ray Fool.
Yeah, Ray Fool. We walked up.
Was he part of U.S.?
No. But he born and raised in Compton though.
Yeah.
You know Patrick?
Yeah.
His brother.
Okay.
Big Pat, his brother. He came up behind Ray Fool because we going to trial and knocked him, you know, come from behind him and knocked him down in the hallway in Tracy.
Raymond was a bully. Raymond would just walk up on you and sock you.
So they head up on the yard. Nice fight too.
I keep hearing people doing documentaries and interviews, and they keep calling Raymond Washington a hog. Well, maybe he was to you, but he sure wasn't to us. He fight, but he wasn't rated to us as one of the better fighters.
Was people scared of him, or I mean?
Yeah, you know what? You had people scared of.
Raymond was a bully.
And why did they fear Raymond?
Because of he used to knock people out, used to whip people's ass, and then a lot of us was young. Like I say, Raymond was, when I got to know him, he was probably 16, 17. And see, I was 13 when I met him. And used to hear his name. After I met him, because I never heard his name prior to that, but after I met him, Then that's when I started hearing his name, man. Raymond Washington this, and then the leader of the Crips.
Raymond was the truest leader. I mean, he was the man. And he'd tell him in a heartbeat, I send my baby Crips after you. He ain't sending the Crips, he's sending the baby Crips. And we was his brainchild. We was his warriors. He's sending 14, 15-year-olds after you. Nigga, you done. And everybody knew that.
But I never heard about the Crips or him prior to meeting him. Now, and you know what? I probably heard the name before, but it didn't mean nothing to me then, because I ain't never met him. You know, but that day when I met him, now I'm hearing about him. Now I'm seeing him more. And then throughout my years, well, through Raymond now, that's how I found out that Craig Crowder got killed that night. Because they were standing on the corner of 78th and Central. Him, I forgot who else was there. It was about 4 or 5 of them. And me and Short Dog walked up, going to Fremont, on our way to Fremont, and we walked up, seen him on the corner. And you could tell that something happened. Because it was sad too. And we asked them, what happened? And they said that Craig had got killed the night before.